At the edge of a forest, there was a small pond where blue lotuses bloomed, and the silver shimmer of fish danced in the air. 10 friends from the village, Ram, Shyam, Mohan, Gopal, Hari, Kishan, Bharam, Maiden, Suresh, and Dinesh, gathered there every evening. They threw stones to make ripples, tried and failed to catch fish, and laughed together as the sun sank beyond the trees.
One evening, as the clouds turned pink, the pond's water began to glow. The boys stopped. From the center of the pond rose a mermaid, her hair green as the sea, her eyes deep as the pond itself, and her voice soft like the rustle of fish. Smiling, she said, "I am Neelanjana." Your laughter called me. At first, the boys were frightened. Then Ram gathered courage and asked, "What are you doing here?" Neelanjana replied, "I am the queen of this pond. I've been alone for centuries. But seeing your friendship, I felt maybe I could belong too." After that, Neelanjana appeared every evening. She showed them singing fish, told stories of hidden treasures beneath the lotuses, and sometimes scattered moonlight spun from her fins. The boys adored her, bringing her flowers, sharing sweets from the village, and laughing at her magical tales.
Slowly, love began to grow, but a strange kind of love. Not 1 for 1, but 10 for 1. All 10 friends fell in love with Neelanjana, and she loved all 10 of them in return. She kept a piece of each in her heart: Ram's courage, Shyam's songs, Mohan's mischief, Gopal's quiet strength. But Neelanjana wasn't human. She could never leave the pond, and the boys couldn't abandon their village to live beneath the water.
One evening, Neelanjana said, "I must choose. Either I become human to live with you, losing all my magic forever, or you 10 become waterfolk to stay with me here, but leave behind your families, your village, and the sunlight." Silence fell. Ram said softly, "There are 10 of us and only one of you. If we come to the pond, our friendship will drown." Shyam added, "And if you come out, you'll be all alone." With tears in his eyes, Mohan said, "No one truly loses in love, but we can't lose each other." Neelanjana understood. She cast her final spell. The pond divided into 10 shimmering pools, each with a single blue lotus. In every lotus, she sealed one memory of their laughter, their friendship, their love. Then she dissolved into the water, but her voice lingered, whispering through the ripples, "I am with you. Whenever the 10 of you laugh together, I will rise again as a wave."
Since then, the 10 friends visit the pond every evening. They no longer try to catch fish. They simply sit before the 10 lotuses, and when they laugh together, blue waves ripple across the pond, as if a mermaid is embracing them once more. The pond by the forest is no longer just water. It is a magical mirror, and within those 10 lotuses, Neelanjana's final spell still glows. Each lotus is a doorway to her enchanted world.
The lotus of Ram, red in color. When Ram placed his hand on it, the lotus opened and a shining sword grew from his palm, lighting paths through darkness. Ram named it the Dagger of Courage. Once, a lost child in the forest found his way home by its light. The lotus of Shyam, blue. From it came waves of music. When Shyam sang, golden fish rose from the lotus and danced in the air. When drought struck the village, he sang. The fish turned into clouds and rain poured down.
Lotus of Mohan, green. The lotus of mischief. When Mohan touched it, colorful smoke swirled out, making people invisible. Once, to catch a thief, Mohan hid everyone in smoke. The thief, terrified, confessed on his own. The lotus of Gopal, white. The lotus of silence. When Gopal touched it, a blanket of moonlight spread out, quietly healing the sick. The village grandmother's cough vanished overnight under that silver sheet.
The lotus of Hari, orange. The lotus of dreams. When Hari rested his head on it, his dreams came true. He once dreamed of a golden palace beneath the pond, and by morning it shimmered under the water, visible only to the 10 friends. The lotus of Kishan, violet. The lotus of time. When Kishan touched it, a clock appeared showing memories of the past. The 10 friends relived the evening they first met, laughter, skipping stones, and Neelanjana's first smile.
The lotus of Balaram, golden. The lotus of strength. When Balaram pressed it, stone statues emerged to protect the forest from beasts. Once a bear attacked, the statues began to dance. The bear panicked and ran away. The lotus of Maiden, pink. The lotus of love. When Maiden blew on it, waves of fragrance rose, turning enemies into friends. Two feuding families smelled the scent and embraced each other. The lotus of Suresh, black. The lotus of mystery. When Suresh gazed into it, the pond's water mirrored in his eyes, revealing the future. He saw that one day the pond would dry up. So the 10 friends dug a canal through the forest. The pond stayed full forever. The lotus of Dinesh, rainbow-colored. The lotus of magic. When Dinesh laughed, 7 colored butterflies flew out, bringing life back to wilted trees. Once, when wildfire spread, the butterflies showered drops of water and saved the foe.
Water and saved the forest. Every evening the 10 friends touched their lotuses. 10 magics gleamed together: red dagger, blue fish, green smoke, white moonlight, orange palace, violet clock, golden statues, pink fragrance, black vision, and rainbow butterflies. The pond didn't boil, it danced. And through it echoed Nilanjana's voice. You've divided me into 10 pieces, yet I live whole within your magic. Now the villagers say, that pond is not just water,
but a museum of wonders. The 10 friends still go there, fold their hands, and all 10 lotuses bloom at once. Blue ripples rise, Nilanjana's laughter. Whenever a lonely child cries by the pond, the 10 lotuses combine their powers to weave a cradle of moonlight. The child swings softly, and Nilanjana whispers, "Don't be afraid, my 10 friends are yours too." Nilanjana was not just a mermaid. She was the soul of the pond, and the pond her body. The roots of her magic were hidden in 7.
Deeper secrets beyond even the 10 lotuses. Those secrets unfolded slowly for the 10 friends, like lotus petals opening at night. First secret. The heart of the pond. At the pond's center lay a blue stone, Nilanjana's heart. It slept by day, beat by night. Whenever the 10 friends laughed together, its pulse quickened and the water warmed. Once, when a flood came, the stone absorbed the excess water and hid it. Nilanjana said, "My heart beats with your laughter."
Second secret. The moon's shadow every full moon. Nilanjana drank the moon's reflection. Moonlight melted into her hair, filling her body with 7 shimmering hues, keeping her young for a year. Once, clouds hid the moon, and she began to age. The 10 friends gathered 10 mirrors, trapped the moon's reflection, and let her drink it. She smiled again. Third secret. The memory of the fish. Every fish in the pond was one of Nilanjana's memories.
The red one, her first laugh. The golden, her first tear. The black, her first fear. When a fish died, one memory vanished. The 10 friends never harmed a fish. Instead, they told stories to them every evening, so her memories multiplied. Fourth secret. The song of the lotuses. The 10 lotuses sang at night. Only Nilanjana could hear them. Each lotus had its own note. Ram's was like a drum, Shyam's like a flute. When all 10 sang together, Nilanjana fell asleep. Once, a forest fire broke
Out, the lotuses sang, the wind stopped, and the flames died down. She awoke and said, "Your song is my lullaby." Fifth secret. The mirror of water. The pond's water didn't show the future, it showed truth. Whoever lied saw their face turn black in its reflection. Once, the village chief came to hide his theft. The water revealed his real face. He wept and confessed. Nilanjana said, "My water does not drink lies." Sixth secret. The price of magic. Every spell cost Nilanjana something. When she made rain for Shyam, one of her fingers turned transparent. When she made smoke for Mohan, one eye grew weak. The 10 friends realized she was slowly dissolving into the water. They stopped asking for miracles. Nilanjana smiled. "You've saved me." Seventh secret. The magic of the name. No one knew Nilanjana's true name. Nilanjana was her disguise.
Whoever spoke her real name would free her, but she would never return to the pond. The 10 friends promised never to ask. One night, she whispered her true name in their dreams, but by morning, they had forgotten. Nilangena laughed. Your love is my prison, and my freedom too. Through these 7 secrets, the pond stayed alive. Now the 10 friends didn't just touch the lotuses. They talked to the pond. The water rippled, fish leapt, lotuses sang. And Nilanjana's voice whispered, my secrets are yours. Remember, magic is love, and love is you 10. The 10 lotuses didn't just give gifts. They made the 10 friends magicians. Now their powers came not from the lotuses, but from within themselves. Each friend's magic was the color of his soul, blended with Nilanjana's 7 mysteries.
Ram. Fire Wind Ram could turn air into flame. He exhaled. A storm of red fire roared. When the forest caught fire, he blew a reverse wind. The fire consumed itself. Nilanjana said, you are courage, even fire fears you. Shyam. Sound form Shyam's voice took shape. He said bird, and golden birds fluttered into the sky. When darkness fell, he sang sun. A tiny sun appeared, turning night into day. Mohan. Shadow step.
Mohan could separate from his shadow. It ran, carried things, scared people. Once bandits attacked, Mohan made 10 shadows. The bandits thought ghosts had come and fled in terror. Gopal, shield of peace, a shield of moonlight formed around Gopal. Arrows, anger, insults, all melted upon it. When villagers quarreled, Gopal stood between them. The shield shattered their hatred. Hari, dream awake.
Hari could dream while awake. He closed his eyes, palaces, rivers, and flying horses appeared. Once, sick children had no cure. Hari dreamed of a healing tree, and by morning, it stood by the pond. Kishan. Time loop Kishan could rewind moments. When mistakes happened, he turned his finger, 10 seconds rolled back. Once, Balram fell from a tree. Kishan looped time, and Balram climbed safely again. Balram. Stone life. Balram could awaken stones. He pressed his finger into the earth. A stone hand rose to help. When floods broke the bridge, he called to the stones. They built a new one themselves. Maiden. Color of emotion. Maiden could see the colors of hearts, red for anger, blue for sadness. When he touched someone, the color changed. A widow's heart was blue. Maiden touched it, turned it pink. She smiled again. Suresh. Particles of future. Tiny sparks of the future floated in Suresh's eyes. He blinked. The next moment appeared. He once saw the pond drying up, so the 10 friends linked the forest's roots to it. The pond never dried again. Dinesh. Blend of colors. Dinesh mixed 7 hues to create new spells. Red plus blue equal clouds that snowed. Green plus gold equal trees that bore golden fruit. When famine struck, Dinesh blended colors, and green rained from the sky.
The combined magic. Circle of unity. When the 10 joined hands, their magics merged. Fire, sound, shadow, peace, dream, time, stone, emotion, future, and color, spinning into a radiant circle. Once, a meteor raced toward the village. The circle rose, turned the meteor into a lotus, and it fell into the pond as the 11th lotus. Nilanjana's voice echoed. You 10 are no longer my magics. You are their masters. But remember, magic lives only as long as you remain one. Now the villagers say, they are not 10 magicians, but 10 gods of the pond, and when they laugh together, it's not the pond that dances, the sky itself.